to start this video tour by showing you the progress of my fruit trees. The one in front of you is going on 3.5 years, and I started it from seed. It was a little seedling that I transplanted from the mother tree on the other side. It was a tiny little seedling, and I transplanted it onto this side of the yard. I didn't think that it was gonna do this great. If you guys have had any experiences, any good experiences growing trees from seed, I would love to hear your comments, because I don't think it's possible, but it is happening in my yard. And not only that, but this tree right here is already putting out lots of nectarines. You can't see it because the foliage on this tree is pretty dense, but they're there, trust me. And I'm gonna make an update video on this beautiful 3.5-year-old nectarine tree from seed. So please leave your comments, if you ever had a good experience growing trees from seed. Please, I would love to know that, because I don't think it's normal, and especially if you train them to just grow as a dwarf tree, because you only see that in orchards, but they have different ways to do it. This is the mother plant that I'm talking about. This one is going on 9 years. It's one of the first trees that I planted when I moved into this mobile home, and it's already been it's going on, I've been here, yeah, almost 10 years. So this bad boy is about 9 years old. And as you can see, this one, I didn't do a good job training it. I didn't know what I was doing, so this thing just grew wild. It just branched out. At that time I thought it was normal, so I just let it be. Nonetheless, this thing puts out lots of fruit, and I enjoy it year after year. And this one here, let me show you the fruit on it. It is loaded down again, but this year is not gonna be as much as last year, because I pruned it really heavily last year, so I'm not gonna see as many, but it's okay, because the whole idea was for the to encourage the fruit to grow much larger. This thing was already going out of control, and the fruit was remaining pretty small. That's one of the main reasons why I pruned it, so FYI. Another nectarine tree that it was started from seed. This one is going on 4 years, and this one, just like the other one, it started to put out fruit on year number three. And once again, this thing last year it put out 8 nectarines. Now it's got double. It's got about 16 nectarines. And it was also started from seed, from the mother plant that I just showed you. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing the right thing, or it's just meant to be like that. This one is gonna be my plum. My plums are not gonna be putting out as many plums as previous years, and that is because I did the same thing to this poor guy. I pruned it. I think I removed about a good 60% of foliage branches off of this one, and that's the result. It's not going to be putting out as many plums, but it's okay. It's going to take a break in 2021, but 2022, this guy is going to come back with a vengeance. Next to it, as some of you followers, some of you guys are following my channel, know that this one is also sharing the same root ball with a peach tree that was started from seed. This one was quite by accident. It wasn't meant to be. I just dropped a peach tree at the base of this plum tree right here, and the tree now is the same size as the look at the trunk on those two guys right there. They're huge, both of them. They don't mind. They actually enjoy each other's company, and they both put out lots of fruit. This one I call it the Pineda peach tree because that is my last name, and also because this variety you're not gonna find it anywhere at your grocery stores. Nowhere in the world you're gonna find this variety. It's my it's a unique variety. Even if I was to replant the seed, it's not gonna come out the same. So this is my Pineda peach tree. And this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. This is another baby nectarine tree that is just growing on its own. This one I didn't transplant it. The seed was here and then sprouted, and now it's gonna be year one for this guy. Within 3 years or so, that also is gonna be putting out lots of nectarines for me. I really have high hopes for grapes, for Concord grapes in 2021. I haven't had much success growing grapes in the high desert. The first couple years I was okay, but after that I just get the vine itself gets loaded down with fruit, with clusters. But when the intensive heat comes around, summertime, the clusters, the fruit itself, it just remains really tiny, and they stop growing. So maybe the high desert is not an ideal climate for grapes, but we'll see. This is another wildflower that I'm growing up here in the high desert. This is gonna be the nasturtiums that I've been bragging, if you will, a lot on my videos. And it's because this is gonna be the second year that I grow nasturtiums. Last year I grew them in one single pot because I wasn't really sure. I was not sure if they were gonna do okay up here in the high desert, but they did awesome. And that I started to sow in the seed too late in the season, but yet they did great in that pot. If you check my previous videos, you will see what I'm talking about. So this year I planted them directly in the ground, and this is the result so far. On nasturtiums, I'm gonna make a separate video because I've been watching lots of videos, tutorials on how to grow nasturtiums, and I'm gonna put all of those ideas and suggestions in practice in my yard. So I'm gonna make a separate video just for nasturtiums, so stay tuned for that one. Do you guys recognize this plant? Yep, it is a raspberry. It's a raspberry bush, but I'm gonna try to train it to grow into a tree. What do you think? Do you think that's possible? Have you ever seen that before? I already removed the lower branches. As you can see, it's nice and clean, and I'm gonna keep removing side shoots. The idea is to train this guy to grow, just keep on growing, and to keep putting out side branches, side shoots, and hopefully in about 2-3 years, maybe 4 years from now, this will become a raspberry tree. I've never seen it happen before, but tell me your comments. Is it possible? I've heard from someone who successfully grew a strawberry tree the same way. I never actually saw the video, but I'm gonna check it out. Tell me in your comments if it is possible to grow a raspberry tree. I would love to hear your reply on that. On my video tour for the month of April, I wanted to also include just a tiny clip of this mystery plant because I'm not really sure what it is. I want to think that it's an apple tree, but you guys tell me, what does it look like to you? It came out of my compost pile that I had at once. I had it here in this area. The little seedling started to emerge from the ground, and I just let it grow, thinking it was an apple tree. It could be an apple tree, I don't know, but right now it's going on its 4th year, and so far it has not put out any fruit, not even one single flower. So I don't know. As you can see, the way I'm training it is one single stem. It was actually a whole bunch of different branches that came out, and I just twisted them together, and that's what happens right there. Look at that. It's like a braided hair, but that's how it's gonna be looking like. It's gonna be quite a shock for me to find out that this is indeed an apple tree, and I can't wait to see the fruit of it. And look at this, the way I'm training it to be. If you have any questions, any suggestions, any comments on what you think this tree is, please leave your comments in the comment section, and hopefully it is going to be an apple tree. And as far as pollinating an apple tree that is grown from seed, I don't have a problem with that because my neighbor has a couple of apple trees, so that's not going to be pollination. I don't think it's going to be an issue. The location of the plant, it may be an issue because it's right next to the wall and it doesn't get that much sunlight. 2021 is a good year for my sugar snaps. As you can see, I've been showing this video on previous videos. I'm sorry, I've been showing this plant on previous videos, and right now the thing is loaded down. It just keeps putting out more buds, more flowers. A lot of them are already starting to form. Look at this. These things are gonna be so yummy very soon. I'm gonna eat them, and usually they don't make them to my inside my house, but this year, since I have so many of them, I will make sure I share them with my wife. I never do because I really don't grow that many, but I'm growing. I'm get very greedy when it comes to planting in pots. Believe it or not, it's 8 sugar snap vines growing in one single pot, and the same scenario on the other one that I'm growing on the other side. But they don't mind it as long as you give them plenty of rich soil. I use Miracle-Gro to grow sugar snaps, as I mentioned before. And look at this. They are going to be so yummy. As long as you buy premium soil for them, you can plant as many as you like. 8 probably would be the max. This super long raised bed is where I planted all my tomatoes. If you guys remember my transplanting videos that I uploaded a couple of weeks ago. Actually, it's been about a week and a half since I transplanted my seedlings onto this raised bed. Well, here's the update. As you can see, I didn't lose not one single plant. And I'm talking about over 150 plants that I transplanted from my grow tent into my yard. You can watch that video that I uploaded and you will see. I didn't lose not even one single plant. Look at this. They are all standing, looking very healthy. And these are the tomatoes. And I just showed you the raised bed where I have my pepper plants. And once again, I did not lose peppers or tomato plants during the transplant. I did it at the right time. I believe it was the beginning of April. Actually, yeah, it was like towards the end of the last week of March when I did my transplant. You can check my previous videos for that. This is the progress of my loquat tree that I've been bragging about. See, that one made it through winter, and as you can see, it's putting out new growth and it's looking pretty nice. Another loquat on this side. On this one here, I'm gonna be growing the dragon tongue beans. As you can see, I already have 3 plants already looking very healthy, and they're gonna be climbing up this trellis that is here that I built for them. My first year growing this variety of beans, the dragon tongue, I've seen a lot of YouTubers growing them, so I decided to give them a shot. I'm also growing the long yard beans on the other side of the yard, but the seed has not sprouted yet. I'm gonna be growing also, for the first time, I'm gonna be trying to grow the striped zucchini, but as you can see, so far it's a fail because the slugs are getting to it, so I may not be including my striped zucchinis on my future videos that I'm gonna be uploading. This one right here is also, look at this, the slugs are attacking this plant. I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna put a barrier around it. Hopefully I can save this one. I have planted more striped zucchini on this one. This one looks good. Okay guys, so I'm gonna be wrapping up this video. It already went too long, I think over 20 minutes, but I really hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you have any questions, any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'm gonna have I'm gonna be making lots of videos in 2021 because this garden, guys, this garden is gonna explode very soon. You will see. In another month or so, I'm not gonna be able to even walk through these small sections right here. So thank you guys for watching. I really enjoy making videos for YouTube. Not only I'm using YouTube as my like a diary of my garden, but it also helps me to be part of the gardener community out there, exchanging ideas, exchanging comments. I really enjoy it. It's very hard to make videos. It's not very simple. I had to take some time off. Sometimes you have to really make special time to make videos. It's not very simple. Luckily for me, I don't edit. I just throw them. I just upload them. Sometimes I just after recording my video off my phone, I just click upload and I share it with the gardener community almost right away. In very rare events, I do some editing just to add a title or just to stitch videos, but for the most part I don't edit. So guys, thank you guys for watching my videos. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for leaving those likes. They are greatly appreciated. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. Thank you very much, and I'll see you